Hello, hello. How's it going today? How's it going, Mitri? How's your day? Hello, MB. How's it going? How's it going? Plus or minus? I guess that's a you. Going good. Going good. Well, good. Good is a big word. I only slept 4 hours today. So, yeah. Life is a little bit on the harder side, but apart from that, we're doing great. Okay, we're doing great. Well, let's start by let the code speak, okay? Let's let minus. God damn. That ain't good, my friend. Hey, am I retarded? Okay. Okay, get ready, okay? Get ready. Yep, it's working. Yep. Okay. So, now that we have the cursor for each thing inside of our thing, we're going to be able to do some more work. Now, there's some things that I don't understand, like the way that it was explained. Whoops. Okay, the way that it was explained for the annotate cursor or annotate token annotate, the command that we're using in the libclang library thing. The way it is explained, they say we only put the cursor of a thing if it's a thing that we give a shit about. But in reality, they put the cursor of the thing on everything that is related to the thing. So, okay. I guess. What the fuck am I supposed to do? So, what we need to do. Okay, so the big idea of what we need to build today. Let's get that shit out. Okay. The idea of what we need to do. So now we have the cursor information. Long time no see, it's Commander. How's it going? How's it going? Happy to see you. So now we have a token. We have a cursor. And we have that for the whole fucking file. And we also have the C preprocessor information. So essentially, we have fucking everything. So we need a couple of things, right? In order to digest this. Let's get Bootlin up. Bootlin. Good, thanks for asking. Ooh. Well, I'm just happy that you're there. Alright, can we have bind.h? Alright. Our friend, bind.h. So now what we have is these things, right? We have this as a concept. Well, maybe we can take a look. Yeah, we have this. After that, we have the preprocessor directive, which is this. We have another preprocessor directive, this. So those are easy to process, right? Because what we need to do is just essentially stack everything that's linked to the preprocessor directive together, and then we're going to be able to process the preprocessor directive. Easy peasy. Now, with structs or with functions, that's where it becomes a little bit more complicated. Because the way that we would want our thing laid out, we would want to have multiple set of data, right? We need that. So we need to be able to highlight the whole function, start to finish. We need to be able to highlight the actual... Oh, I love it. Okay. The actual name of the thing. We need to be able to highlight individual members and to know what the fuck they stand for. So we're going to need some kind of... Maybe not strictly a deck, but feels very much like a deck, right? Because here, for example, let's call it NLM, right? We have NLM here. So once we enter this, we are inside of other order. NLM. Hot damn. And then, once we open the parentheses here, we are in a concept of fopen. And then that concept of fopen is applied to, like, this shit, right? So we need to be able to know that we are within fopen, and then we are within SVC. So those are all things that we need to keep in mind. Now, more than that, there's one thing that I want to start doing and start thinking, and it's having the, well, at least the if-def. Fuck, let me speak clearly. Bro, that's not what I wanted. Okay, here we have an if-def that is clearly for a kconfig. So we need to be able to lay out that from here to here, you need that configuration to make it work. And what we're going to end up doing, we're not doing it now because one thing at a time, but what we're going to end up doing is right now we have one map for AST concepts, but we will also have one map for kconfigs. So kconfigs will be stored as a separate thing because they're more complex. But what it will allow us to do is we will be able to query that kconfig. Where does it apply, right? Where does it change things? And not only that, but we are going to be also able to show, like, we could technically click on that, and instead of just having these, right, we could have the actual code show up, which would be very fucking cool. Since when are we doing only one thing at a time? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. So right now we need to, like, start from the beginning, right? Our parser doesn't do shit for this. So. Fuck, I had a mind for this yesterday. I don't know why I did not start. I'm a fucking dumb fuck. Oh my god. Okay. 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 So now we have two arrays. Well, are they arrays or are they tuple? Oh, they're probably magical things that come from the magical world of C-types. Yes, okay. Cool. Alright. Sorry, my brain's trying real fucking hard right now. Okay. And by the by, the issue was pre-allocation. So the reason why it was not working before is because when we do annotate token, the cursor array that needs to be fed needs to be pre-allocated. Without that, it fucks up. So, yep. Alright. Alright. So why did we even need this to be inside of a class? Because I'm retarded, right? All right. Maybe not, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm a bit retarded today. Okay? I'm trying. Okay, we're gonna do token kind. People kind. Okay. People kind. Alright. Okay. Let's just try to run this. And after that, we're going to find magical things to do with this shit. It's going to be a big day. Token list has no attribute token. That's very fair. Did I put self? Okay. Okay. Nice one. So MB, minus today? Oh, that's going to be useful as fuck. Oh my god, that's going to be godsend. Holy! We're gonna have fun, okay? We're gonna have fun. Okay. So I think the steps for now are going to be check token kind. If it's a comment, we can just issue it as a comment and go on. If it's a punctuation, then we need to check the cursor kind. Yeah, let's start with that. Let's start slow and steady. If I try to be positive, I can say that the pain number go up. Oh, okay. I mean, that's that's positive. Not much to say there. Not much to say there. Okay, not much to say there. All right, let's start with this. I am okay. I can still do bad jokes. True. He's okay. All right. So, okay, let's just clear a few things up. Let's make this init. Okay. Let's go and start setting things up. The reality is we're going to, like, dump most of our code in AST Manager. And I'm okay with it. I'm saying that. I'm lying. I'm not. But what the fuck are we supposed to do, right? What the fuck are we supposed to do? You know what? Let's create a new AST manager. without anything in it. Let's put it up here. Not AST manager, it's another name. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Okay. So we have init parse. And then we have the init of this. Oh no, it's AST manager. It's just really fucking long. Cool. Okay. So we are creating an AST manager, and kernel info is just the test model. I understand that. True! That's the feeling, eh? Okay. Let's just check which one we give a shit about keeping. Where is the old one? Okay. Old. That's how you disable shit. I guess we need to do the CPP Pro parse just to be able to swiftly get the include result. But then, if we're only using it for include results, there's no reason for us not to only parse the include result. Yep, there is not. Okay. Well, the parsing of source is the hard part. Once they get that done stored, everything will be so easy and fast. That's the hope, right? That's the cope. That's the cope. Alright. So I think we need to implement the CPP parse, but we will be able to simplify it a lot. Because we would be able to just skip to includes. God damn. You know, we need to do it, so, yeah. We need to do it. So, let's just... Fuck. Brain. Get in. Okay. This. Okay. Cool. We're gonna copy it and then check what the fuck's going on. Okay. CPP Pro parse. Current file, file path. What the fuck is the idea with that? Okay, so the data. Okay, cool. And the file path. Okay, makes sense. Cool. So we remove the comments. We create a result array. We create the bypass number. Oh shit, yes, we need to parse it fully because there might have a need for the bypass thing. Crap. Okay, we'll live with it. We'll live with it. We'll just copy this and someday, never, someday, we'll get to making this not this. It will be where the optimizations come from, okay? That's where we optimize. Okay. Okay, let's keep this like that. So this part has not changed. Cool. Okay, we do this magic thing, and then we do this. Let's call it DK. No, TL. Token list. No. Okay. So now we have our list of token. So we might want... So it's a new person. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I would be okay with that definition, MB. I would be okay. All right. So let's create something. Do we want to process it all inside of the class? I mean, while we're at it. Okay. Okay. So, the first thing that we wanted to do was to, well, first of all, we need to create a loop. How do we want that loop to be created? Let's do a for loop. I don't think it will fuck us up. So we do essentially this. Cool. If only there was a way to have two arrays together. Wait, let's just Google this. Python enumerate true to list with the same for loop. Oh, I guess zip will... yeah, it will cost performance. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Okay. Okay. So this is our main loop where the fun happened. So the first thing that we should probably do is do a case token.kind match. Am I retarded? Okay. Token kind. Token kind dot comment. Is that it? No, it's all capitalized. Okay. Is that how we do things? What's wrong? Message rejected. Oh no. I'm using it's probably that kind of thing, right? Fuck, I don't know how case match work, and I remove most of them. Ah, I reversed it. Ah. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Okay. So let's start by creating a result array. Is feels bullshit. Okay, we need self.map, and that's a dictionary. And we have self dot. No, I'm overthinking it. I'll do it as we go. Okay, so self.map followed by brain. We need to store all the types like we did before. How did we do it before? How did we do simple things? Okay, so we have result that come from AST par. So we would literally just put it in a list. Okay. Do we want to separate? No. Sorry, I'm retarded. Give me a moment. How did we know if a tag was needed or not? I'm confused. Because we were able to create an AST concept for something else. Oh, it would have been an AST within an AST. Oh, okay, got it. Sorry. That's how we know the concept of a thing. So we always need tags. Okay, we're good. My brain just needed to relearn. So we can do self dot. I guess the best way to put it is tag. Okay. Let's do it like that. So how did we define token? Or map, rather. AST ID. Whoops. Map ID. So automatically generated shit. Char. Character start, character end, and an ID. Okay. Not sure if I agree anymore that we want only Maybe a line start would be cool. I will ban myself. What are you writing? Fuck! It's not showing. You're effectively making a very good case to fuck my brain. Stupid things that would distract you. I need to be distracted right now. I am like 2 IQ, okay? Don't be sorry, okay? Let's just start building shit, okay? Let's just start building shit. Here's how we do it. Let's do... No! Come on! Ah, exactly what I needed. Yes, good sir. Oh, I'll fucking kill myself, bro. Oh, are they wrongly lined? Each of them? Yes. Yes! Okay. I suggest to create a username brain. Brain. What? I'm confused. Okay. Comments, punctuation, keyword, identifier. I have no fucking clue what a literal is. Literally? Okay. Cool. And I probably should keep the order. Okay. Okay. Oh, fucking K. So. Alright, we wanted to start with comments. Now, comments don't have ASTs of their own. Okay, we're starting backwards. We need AST for simple shit. So we need to start creating a list, which we can call, like, default bog retard AST. Okay, that's a fair name. And what we're going to do is the first run of our shit, we're just going to inject it. And we're also going to bind. Like, we need... Okay. We need a dictionary. We need a dictionary. Let me word this shit out, okay? I'll word it out. We need a dict. And this dictionary takes in things like... okay? It takes in keywords. And this returns the AST ID of this thing. So let's create a list of like standard things that we know should be inside of that dict. And let's create that dictionary. And then we're going to implement shit around it. So. Okay. Let's put it at the bottom. There's a name for this. There's a name. C. Beep beep. Beep beep. Keywords. Okay. Is this all of the keywords? All of them? Okay, so we need to define all of these. Cool. Let's get to it. Okay. So let's say C. Do we put caps? Fuck yeah. C. Keyword. C keywords. In here, we need to do fun things like copy all of this. We're not doing bad. Let's clear it up. Okay. So we have all of these things. Let's just put a new... Put this. Boom. Okay. Can I add one thing at the end of each line? Is this a thing? I know it's a thing. God damn. Oh, fuck. I fucked it. Wait. 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 Let me be... I'll be big brain, okay? I'll be big brain. I'll be the biggest of brains. Wait, I needed this one too. Okay. Is there a space? No? Fuck. Okay. All of you. I need you. Okay. Okay. Ah, almost. Oh! Shit. Wait. It will work, okay? Believe. No, it won't. Okay, let me just fucking go half lazy on this. We just saved 6,000 copy paste, okay? I need to sit straight in my chair. God damn. Okay. Okay. So we have all the keywords now, right? Right? Okay. So the reason why I put none is because we're going to create a little function. And what that function will do is it will set a specific AST keyword thing for each of them. So, let's say that 1 is for C keyword, okay? That's the code. Fuck, how do AST works again? Blah, 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 blah. It's been a long fucking time. Anyway, def AST. Set default. ASTs. And you feed it nothing. And you come out with nothing, I guess. Okay. Okay, we have access to main here. Okay. So, whenever we do set... brain. So sorry, my brain is like... It's like, yeah, bro. We're braining. We're braining. Hello, brain. I guess that's how we do it. Well, fuck me, I guess. Does this return an ID? Okay. I don't remember anything about anything. I should be able to just do set. And it shouldn't fuck everything up. No, it will fuck up because there's no duplicate on AST. Fuck. So we need view. Okay. Okay. So, unsafe data type. Okay. So it will just store it. Yeah, but what if I need it now? I guess we could cycle the database or something. How did we choose when to trigger things? Because those would be stored inside of CS. Then CS would be taken care of somewhere in here. Yes, we store it. And how do we unpack the shit out of it? Yes, we store it. Okay. Where is this taken care of? Not here, apparently. No, it's in GP. Wait. Well, where are we managing this? Here, okay. God damn. So we go through each of them. We do execute. Then because we want to be slow, we remove the index. We're not going to need to do this. And then we do the commit. Okay. So I could technically do global T commit, pass only the table for AST. I'll be back, need to reboot, experiment failed audio video system. Alright. Okay, let's try to make this simple. So we're going to do something like this. Multiple times. But first, I want to create a new CS. So we create a new CS. And we change set. Don't tell me that we don't have access to this. Bro, that's AIDS. Okay. Okay, and when we do chain set, we have a way to override things. So let's use that way. Okay, so if both are none, else operation equals file operation. And how do we do the thing where we don't store thing like a retard? Okay, so just doing this will do the trick. Okay, so we can do for, and we would be doing keys in C underscore keywords. And we can do something like this. stid, none. Maybe we need to create a type ID for this. Fuck, who cares? Okay. Key. It's not keys, it's key. Okay. Key. Type ID. Maybe I just need to create like IDs for each. Yeah, that's probably a good fucking idea. So we could do like ID. Keyword. ID, C keyword. And the ID would be 1. So that would be our AST ID. No. That would be our type ID. Let's call it TID. Right. Experiment was to... Oh, fuck. I was trying to use OBS Virtual. Okay, capturing the stream as the video source for voice channel, Discord channel, laptop. Then like that, the experiment was usually Discord bar. Error name brand. Yeah. You're insane! Nice one. I like that. I like that very much. Okay, so then we should be able to do execute like this. And once that's done, we can probably abuse references in order to get our way again. So we can do this again. And we can use our references. How the fuck will I go about this? Nope, not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Oh shit. Maybe not the good idea. Let's do CS result. Oh yeah, let's just hijack this shit. All right. I'm in now. I'm in. So CS result. Let's just fly through this. Okay, and within this, we should have... Oh my god, I don't remember anything. When we execute, what does it do? It resolves the ref. It then appends the thing. View set operation. Okay, and table... how the fuck does T... how does T do things again? So, TE view set should be forced to return a thing, right? Checking code doesn't has the same better. True. I feel like we're going down the path of the anti-piracy publicity. Would you steal a car? Would you download a car? Nice meme, nice meme. Okay. True. Okay, so essentially it should be able to return a full version where the first item is the ID. Alright. Okay. Okay. It was pretty obvious, but for a retard like me, sometimes life is difficult. Okay, life can be very, very tough. Okay. Okay. Okay, look at this shit. Look at this. This is going to be... Can we have the war crime in progress, okay? Okay. So item should be based on item number 2. And it should equal... No, number 1. Sorry, arrays are complicated. And we should put it equal to 0, which will be the ID. So this should make it so C keyword now has all the values automatically set. Okay. Easy, ... And after that, we probably need to commit shit into the DB. We can try the number 9, the dash, and then... Yep, I think that the 9/11 memes may or may not create some issues. Okay. And we don't make use of the change list, so we don't actually need to do that. Okay. So we should be able to do this, but instead of table, we are going to use MAST. Okay, okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Maple trying to convince himself that everything will go well. Okay, okay. All right. All right, but that's a first version exclusive. So Where the fuck do I want to put that? Do we have something that detects when the first version is taken care of? I guess not. Fuck us. There's no way that will run correctly. So I need to do table handling. Well, bro. Nope, not true. Okay. I'll make it, okay? I'll make it. You too, bitch. And it doesn't take anything. Oh, the concept of a change set. Okay, alright. Go ahead, go ahead. Go right ahead, friend. Go right ahead. Let's copy this too. Okay. Here we go. Okay. There's no way that my giga circular thing won't break, right? Right? Okay, so now we have our default thingies. And we have the AST ID linked to it. Cool, cool, cool. So. What the fuck else did I want to do? Alright. Let's start by comments, because comments is going to be the easiest one, because it only... We don't encode comments anywhere else than inside of map. So as long as we don't act like complete buffoons, we should be good to go. So, how do we want to handle this? Why am I using map in the first place? Why am I doing things like that? Do we want to reference things in the future? I guess we need an array. Can do that. I don't know if we can act like not complete buffoons. Am I receiving messages from you? Doesn't believe in free speech and 9/11? Proof? He banned all messages on YouTube. The chat that contains 9/11. Oh no! Bammer! Diner! Okay. I like being dumb, okay? Okay. Let's make an array. So, let's make this giga simple. Self-map dot append. And what we append, what we need is start position, end position. We need a dict of 2. Oh, that class. You're making a joke, right? You're trying to make my life a living hell. You need a dict of tuple data class. We need a 4D array. Maybe we should have a brain. I don't know. Just asking. Okay. So from token kind, we should be we should be able to get the information of where it starts, where it ends. Kind of, IA, the unnamed tuple, where you need to know the position of the data. It is strictly so that we don't have to waste performance on them. Because classes within classes within classes within classes, it ain't it, chief. By that I mean, it fails. Why am I checking there? We have Syndex. We have Syndex at home. Ah! Oh, man. Okay, are we there? Are we there yet? Okay. Extent. Give me the position that you occupy. Will we always need the extent? Can we batch this? I feel like we're going to look into these things and we're going to find that they all accept arrays. Okay. For a given token. No? Okay, okay. Just asking for a friend. Okay. So we need to do token dot extent dot start. Fuck, we need to process the line and... I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Oh yeah, we're lazy. Mm-hmm. How we will do... we have an issue here, right? We will be unable to have... a primary ID. Because we might have overlapping things. So we kind of need to select everything for it to work. That's kind of retarded. I guess that we don't have the choice. And we'll need to, like, create index for it to work. It feels retarded. I'm missing something, no? If I have overlap of everything, line start, line end, char start, char end, but the only thing that changed would be ASTID, then I'm fucked. I need to add the context. Well, okay, maybe we're not talking about the same thing. I just want to be sure that we're talking about the same thing. Like, what could happen? Like a possible future would be that we have something that says, this is a directive. Like, I know that what I'm saying is going to be retarded, but I know that it will probably happen. We could have, this is a directive, and it also is an if-def. So both of them are encoded into map. Now, what the fuck do we do with that? Right? I guess we would need to have an additional column, like rank or whatever the thing you found that is universal. You are in context of the directive or in context of the if-def. But that doesn't change anything. Map is just there to highlight and give an AST link to that highlight. It does nothing else. Like tag is where you get most of your information. Go with rank for now. Yeah, maybe I'm just not understanding jack shit about what you're saying. Like at the same time, I know that what I'm saying is kind of retarded, but I'm just so fucking scared that we're not going to be able to parse a thing just because this exists. Okay, just I'm saying it more for me than for you, okay? We cannot use as a primary key the AST ID and map ID because they might repeat themselves throughout the code. So our solution needs to be get everything together because you couldn't have two overlapping same AST ID, right? You could have 2 times the same AST ID on the same line. You could have 2 times the same AST ID on the same line with the same line n if it's all on one line. But you could not have the same AST ID on the same line, char, AST ID. Oh, I guess we need those 3. It couldn't be possible to have a duplicate there. Okay. Okay, maybe that's the idea. We add more later. I guess this does it. So primary map ID, and we would also have that, and we would also have AST ID. That feels wrong, but I guess we'll find a solution for it. Because it would be impossible to have the overlap then. Okay. Okay. I think it's fair. Okay. So let's just start by copying whatever the fuck this is. You understand that the cost of having line n and a character n and index will be almost nothing. Then the whole table is the... If the cost is almost nothing, then I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Remember, I have no fucking clue how that works. So then I'll reorder this to look good. Whoops. Let's go back in time. Okay. Going back in time. It's to integer too. I mean, I'm trusting you right now, but you're also the kind of guy who's like, yeah, just fucking go ahead and run your 10,000 your 10 kilobyte query through the DB. Let's fucking go, dude. And I'm like, okay. This is going to be so fucked. My server, after 2 queries. Order should be... Ah, fuck. I get ya, I get ya. Okay. So then I would put this there. I get ya, I get ya. That's a real faithful order. Well, but I will need a separate index for ASTID. It will be used, but as a different index. Does it matter then? If it's at the end or at the start, if I put a new index, I don't think so. So like those are primary, no, those are primary, and this will be a separate index. Because or else we're doing the search through map ID. Those are the 2 possibilities. No. Like in my head, if I lay out what I'm expecting this to do, maybe I'm retarded, but let's like get this. So the first thing that I'm expecting it to do is we pull down a whole map ID, which gives us a whole file, right? So everything inside of map ID, inside of a specific map ID, whole file. Second thing that we could have is we want from here to, well, that's a bad example. From here to here, right? So we use the position inside of the tag in order for us to know from where to where. So that's where line start would be very fucking important, and character start, and at a lesser degree, well, no, then the only thing that we would care is line start, right? We would pick everything that has a line start within that range. So that's the second way we would do it. And the last thing would be the thing where we do essentially this, right? Where we say, okay, where is this ASTID actually used? So those are the search that I'm expecting. So with an index here, like our order is good. Okay. Okay. Do we need to do anything else than .commit? I don't think so, right? I'm asking as if I'm not the one that made this shit. Do we have like a DB push that is needed somewhere? Commit. TE commit. And that's inside of update. Okay, yeah. So we don't need anything else. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, for commit, we pass the table ID? Ooh. Good catch. And does TE reset on commit? Ooh, I'm not sure about that. Oh. Maybe reset CS does this? Wait, did I really close GP? I closed GP. No, it does add as advertised. Okay. Oh, we start a new one. So I guess I could just purge it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to instead of giving the whole fucking table array, only going to do this. Purge MAST. TE. The chance that this all works is absolutely none, okay? None. Let's remove the fuck J that are not needed. Okay. Okay. Extent dot start dot character. That's a thing, right? Or a line. Bro, how do we use extents? Start line. Okay. And for car. I need to go inside of line. Line is up here, right? Fuck. Column. I knew. More RAM. Idea for channel merge, computer memory. Make us buy more memory. I mean, more RAM. True, we need merge. We need followers first. But still, nice one, nice one. What the fuck did I just do? Okay. Brain. Work. So now, we need, inside of map, we need a column. Burrow. Okay. Well, before that, we need line. Oh, nice one. Nice. Okay. Line. And then we need to do the same thing, but with and. And that's the same order as here, right? Start, end. Cool! Okay, this needs to be beautified. Alright. Okay. And we now need to have a type comment somewhere in here. So let's make that type somewhere. We add a thing here. TID C comments. Comment. Let's put that 2. The fuck undefine. Just search. Search faster. Going to delete you. It's just rage bait. It's rage bait. It's define. Shut the fuck up. Or did I? No, okay, it's not. Wait. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm dumb. Let's put these 2. And where are they in the document? They're CPP Pro in def. Okay. CPP Pro, CPP Pro. It will probably be more readable if I do this, right? Alright. We're creating lines. I did work. How? Created lines. Alright. Cool. Okay. So, comments. That's how we do it. Now, we will probably need a logic someday about how to, like, link, how they call, like, Doxygen style comments. Like this. But the issue is that they're not always, like, referencing this. I don't know how we should, like, link comments to things. But hey, that's all for whenever we will have a mind for it. So let me pee. I'll be back. I'll be back. It is sad I don't have. I would make it. Oh no, that's the. There's no way to make this stream interesting. Okay, I just got a notification from the city government that's like, pay your fucking taxes by the 5th of May. Save the main entertainer is back. Drew. Okay. I just like the city just being like, pay. Please. Yes, city, I will. I think I didn't forget to pay them the last time. Shit, I should check. Anyway. Well, I gotta say, when I was in a rough spot, they were very lenient. Don't really give a shit. You cannot pay them for a pretty long time. And they didn't even send, like, they didn't even threaten me or some shit. They just sent a new bill at the end of the year. And charge a lot of interest. Well, they clearly charge more. But not added late fee. But like it's not like mortgage loan like interest. So it's not low interest. But I remember that it was also like not that bad. I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I'm happy to pay. I'm happy to pay these, okay? And to be honest, paying interest towards the city, I mean, I'm hoping that they make money on me, okay? I'm hoping they do. Like when it was the mayoral election all over Quebec, I literally voted for like my criteria, how I judge a candidate was like, if the first thing that comes out of your mouth is I will lower your taxes, you're out. We're supposed to do big things, okay? Just put I'll take the higher taxes, make my fucking parks clean, get my roads clean, get them slick, make activities for people that like that kind of things. I wanna have a good city. I don't wanna fucking not pay taxes. God damn, I live here for a reason. Well, I also live in like what is essentially what was the cheapest place in Quebec to live while still being in a city. But hey, that's part of the meme. Okay. So punctuation. As soon as we have that, we need to... Let's just do fine. Oh, that's... Thank you! You understood. Okay. So punctuation, we need to right away check what the fuck it is. Use money to create something for a citizen, not only for the friend of the elected. I know that you have your where you live. Like we talked about it before. Like it's a weird situation that you have there with your city that's not Quebec but Quebec. Laval was bad. I don't know. I feel like in Trois-Rivières the conseil is too contentious. Like people fight themselves a lot. Like it's before the election, it was very bad. Like there were down to sanction by the provincial government that was like, dude, you guys gotta stop. This is unhinged. So when you're in that environment, or like when things are like that Eden, I think it would truly be impossible to pass some big corruption. Like to pass something like Laval, you need to have everybody in your pocket. You need to have people that are not going to check. You need to, like, either you have everybody in your pocket or people are fucking retard that are like sitting there as councilmen and councilwomen. So, like, I trust my people. And like I find it funny because they're in Trois-Rivières, for the first time in our history, there was a political party formed for to try to run the city. And the person that ran for mayor under that political party, they didn't get elected. But there was one councilwoman, I believe, that was elected. And now there's like a fucking power struggle where the person that was not elected, they're like, listen to me, I'm the party leader. And this person is like, dude, you're not there, fuck off. So it's funny. I like the fact that even when there's parties that have been created, shit still hits the fan. Trois-Rivières is good. Like we love our city, okay? We love it. And all the bad people that needed to get out, they got out. So I'm very happy. The guy that was representing my part of my councilman, I didn't like him at all. So I was very happy to see him go. He was an old retard. But anyway. Municipal politics is pure chaos. Yes, and that's okay, right? There needs to be... Like, the problem with municipal politics is that each person holds so much power, and the oversight is very limited. Like, besides the people that are, like, in the fucking seat, they have pretty much no oversight, right? Nothing's going to have... There's not going to be a special investigation in a city unless someone raises a red flag. And who the fuck is going to know how to get documents, how to do this, how to do that, if it's not the councilmen or councilwomen? Nobody knows, right? So, like, at that level, it being chaotic and there being a lot of contention and combat, I'm okay with this. Because to me, it feels like, okay, if this guy tries to do fucky shit, you're going to know about it. Because there's two people, like, sit right behind him that's like, if you do some dumb shit, I'll crucify your ass. So, I'm okay with this. YouTube division of municipal conseil are often really entertaining, various provincial and federal. Yep, I agree. And, like, that's the thing, right? We ask different things from different level. Like, at the provincial level, if they were to do the same thing, like, even as an opposition party, I would be very mad. I would be very fucking mad. Like, acting like that amount of retardation, that would not fly. At least for me. But it, like, that's because their job at the provincial level, there's way more scrutiny, so there doesn't need to have as much pressure in order to get something done, right? We're not the fucking Congo, okay? We don't need to battle over every fucking inch because there's a warlord that is going to come fuck you up. We're Canada, okay? We're doing great. Provincial, federal, we can just speak about the issue instead. I love my city, but I've also never lived elsewhere, so maybe that's just me being a retard. Okay, so what I'm gleaning through this is that punctuation is highly variable depending on what's going on, right? So if you have punctuation at the start, or while nothing is going on, and it's an inclusion directive, oh well, I guess if it's if it says preprocessor directive, it's probably always something that you want to mess with. I'm asking myself if I want to put just a general if at the start, or if I want us to, like, do some magical shit. Anyway. Give me my provincial politics. Give me my politics! Okay. So. Punctuation. My nose! Why? We like to say cursor kind. Okay. Oh, man. We need to create... you need to create a political channel for real. I need to, but it's... again, it's time and... Like, I feel like I'm already... Maybe it's me that needs to think different about things, but I already feel like I'm kind of a bad father, so... It's kind of rough. And I know that's, like, always the feeling that people have. Well, from what I gleaned, okay, from what I know, we always feel like we can do more. So, like, it feels shitty to say to myself, yeah, I'm just going to invest a fuck more time into a new project. From what I see, you are a good father. Well, I'm trying to. Trying to real hard. But, like, my daughter has issues too, so it's not good. It's not good. Well, issues. She cannot speak, and right, that's a big thing. She doesn't really speak that much. It's going better and better, but it's still an overall stressful thing, which is shitty. It is shitty. It is shitty. Okay. So... Okay. So, how the fuck are we going to do this? Okay. Once you start your fish, we'll never stop. I'm okay with that. I'm a yapper. I'm okay with that. I'm waiting for that. Well, I'm actively trying. I'm actively waiting, okay? That's what I'm doing. Like, speak! I am your father and I order you to speak. Okay. So, maybe the idea here... I shouldn't think about my daughter right now. Because it is a soft spot. A little. Okay. We need, well, a soft spot. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. Filled with emotion and not really worth. I'm not saying my daughter's not worth, but like me kicking up anxiety on that for nothing because it will change nothing that I am anxious about this is fucking useless. So, that's why I'll make my brain think about something else. Okay. Oh, sorry, didn't want to make you uncomfortable. No, you're not making me uncomfortable. I'm making myself uncomfortable. Hello again, Mitri. How's it going? We're talking about fucking life. All right. So what I would want to do is maybe start that stack process. So remember when I was saying like we're inside of like X thing, and then we maybe are inside of X, but inside of Y thing inside of X, and then maybe we're inside of fucking Z. So I was here just silent. Oh, you were there the whole fucking time? Okay, make it low. Well, I hope you enjoyed the discussions. Alright, so that's a stack, right? We can call it the stack. And there are things for this, right? Do I want to even do the complex thing? Or do I just... No, I don't. I don't. Alright. So we can do if stack. Then we need to do some detection here. So the detection that we would want to do... Oh, fuck, that will be a little bit complicated. So, okay, here's what's going on in my mind. Right now, we have a thing where, because we are going token by token, if we have the include, the thingy here, and the text, like, this is a token, 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 and this is a token, and this is a token, okay? So, we kind of need to do, like, put ourselves into directive mode using the stack. So we need to store the fact that we are inside of a directive in the stack. Then, when in directive mode, we should check which directive it is. So here it would be include. And then once we have that, we should be able to automatically parse this using the CAST. Well, the CLang parser. So... Fuck. We probably should create some stack code. Yep. Is that the content I was talking about? I don't know what you mean when you say why you save it at the table at the same time. Like, I don't understand any of this. Maybe rephrase it. Like, why? Forget it then. Okay. Because when you say context... Okay, what I just explained... What I just explained, like, yes, this is the context, but we don't save this context in the DB. Like, this is just for the parser. In the DB, there are two things needed. They are map. I'm yapping for myself too, okay? Map, which is there to say where a thing starts, where a thing's end, and what category it belongs to so that we can highlight it or do a bunch of cool things with it. And there is tags, which are an actual like chunk of code with a meaning that we store its function into AST. So map is for pretty color. Tag is for gauging the time of a thing, pretty much. So knowing when things change. And AST is for us to have some kind of tracking of what a thing does. And map also points to AST so that we have some kind of reference of what the fuck things are. Okay, bye. Love you. So like here in the parser, while we're processing, we need to keep the context. Like I agree with this. So here, that's where I was going with my absolutely coffee time, okay? Coffee time. That's why I wanted to have like a stack ID somewhere. Love you. So that we can detect what we're currently doing. And with that thing, acting on it. The stack is a good idea. Okay. Okay. Let's do the ID thing too. Just so we have a thing. How did we do the range thing? Fuck, we're not going to find anything, are we? It's here. Ah, okay. Just copy this because I'm lazy. And let's do... stack. Okay, so we have a stack for C preprocessor. That's an insane range. Wait a second. Okay. Let's start with that. So the way it is in my mind, the stack paradigm was also going in the DB, but we don't almost never visualize the stack problem the same way. And yours is better because it gets implemented. Well, of course, because I'm the one writing it, but I am always open to know, like, if there's a better way to do it. In your mind, would there be an advantage to saving that stack anywhere? What would it get us that we couldn't just glean from... Oh, well, I guess that there's one advantage, right? Like, technically, if we go back to my example, I don't know how worth this is, but who cares? Okay, that's a good example. That's a good... Like, there's one advantage. The advantage would be if you have, like, this thing technically applies to all the code below, right? So the config lock, the kconfig applies to all the code. But through what I said earlier, where we would like just pull up the struct, we would have the information about just the struct, and it would be missing this context. While if we were saving a whole fucking stack, then we would always have the context because it would be link, I guess. But then to do that, like a quote-unquote simple way to do that would be to split our things. Like I gave a bit of thought about this before. So if instead of saving the map as a full file, we were to split it per thing, like that, like per big construct, we would then be able to essentially like say that there's an if-def that we don't see but it exists, and it applies from here to here, right? So we could give that context without having to build some chaining thing inside of the DB. But I think that here the big issue that the reason why I didn't go that side, the reason why I'm not doing this is for performance reason. The same reason why sket.h, I was not thinking about parsing it on the client side is because there's so many shit inside of it that I don't believe we could do this in a reasonable way. Like, I think that you would lag the fuck out entering this. And that's an issue for me if we split it individually. Like this, that's a big fucking dog. If you add the context and the key, you got everything. So instead of storing, okay, I'm just trying to understand here. I don't want to miss anything. So instead of storing the AST ID here, in your mind, you would be storing a chain of AST ID, essentially. So, like, I don't know how we could do this, but probably JSON or some shit, but... Because then we could have, like we are inside of ASTID 6, which then leads into ASTID 3, which then leads into, like, ASTID 11. So then we would have the context of the fucking thing. Like, it would be cool data-wise to have this. We don't need to do it now. Yeah, I'm just... Like, there's always a cool thing about having more data, but I'm also trying to be knowledgeable of... what's the point, essentially? And here I think that the... maybe for such a... Like, we're talking about something that is pretty pushed, right? We're talking about something that is pretty far in the order of things that we might need to know. So for that type of thing, I would be far less reluctant to push it to the client side. Because at that point, what we could do... like, let's come back to the example that I made with the if-def and that struct, right? If we have, like my call that was essentially just taking these line, and we don't have the context of the if-def, well, technically, the issue here is the call that takes only the map ID from here to here. So if we were to query the map ID greater than the size of the actual struct or function we're looking at, this issue doesn't exist anymore. So it's fairly easier for us to do without even having to reparse anything, because we just have to essentially execute our mapping code on empty lines on both sides in order to be able to know, is a thing affected or not? So, well, I said on both sides, but in reality, we would just have to push this up, right? To the start. And then we could have all the context. Like, we don't have to show this, so this would be not shown. But in reality, we would have all the context of what this is affected by. I don't know if I was clear, but that makes a lot of fucking sense to me. Alright. Let's make stack things, okay? Okay, so we can assume that this is for the first time we see a thing. So the first time we see match, we see a token kind punctuation without any background. We need to add this to the stack. Fuck. And let's just make a case error, right? Where is my login thing? Boop boo doo. And I could do a warn. And I could say cursor kind. Shit, this. Token kind. Cursor kind. Oh, wait. I got this. We're gonna write this shit like a maniac. My vision of the client-side processing. You worked in retail. You know how dumb the client were sometime? Web client close them as those. But this sometime happen more often. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think that we have like, we have a how can I say that? We have a chance to make things a bit more logical and a bit less retarded because we control both sides, right? We control the server side and the client side. Here, like, the act of storing everything in the DB is there strictly to make it so that we can quickly get data that we would need to parse the fuck out of in order to do things. So that's the overall goal. Like, if we need to parse something heavily in order to get value out of it, we failed. So that's what I'm trying to keep in mind. And when we're sending things to the client, if it's like, I'm trying to keep in mind, maybe I'm not explaining this correctly, but like there's first order thing, we could say. So the first order thing would be displaying the code with color, right? Code with color, that's like a default thing. We will want that like appearing all the time. So this needs to be crazy optimized. It needs to work fast, not eat a lot of performance. We need to be able to do this. There's like those same thing would be another thing. There would be the history of a tag. Like this is why we create this. This needs to be fast. Now there's second order things, like things that are maybe a bit more complex that I'm assuming that the client won't give a shit about having some kind of performance cost to do the action. So anything related to kconfig. Like I want it to be fast, don't get me wrong. But I think that everybody will understand that if we're doing a fucking full kernel code, what's enabled, what's not enabled, it's going to, your CPU is going to have to spin a little bit. So like that's a thing. And like there's maybe, like we could say third order, and third order would be like kconfig plus, so kconfig plus what code is where, when, and when it's executed. Like those more crazy thing, like these, if it's done like 90% client side, I don't give a shit. So like we need to have a vision for what, like not everything needs to be instant, but also not everything needs to be client side. So I'm trying to hit a balance there, okay? I'm trying to hit a balance. I guess it's impossible that we get a case that doesn't exist here, but just in case. I'm a yapper. Yappy. And I guess we match case the fuck out of it too. So I am an extremist and you are the voice of reason. Got it. True. Stop your terrorism, MB. Stop it. Okay, so last thing that we have stored in there. Well, no, we don't want it to only be this. We want it to be a tuple. Because we might want to put data with that thing. So here it would be 0. And here we would be able to do stack CPP. Let's do the same thing here. Oh. I was like, what the fuck's going on? They're not the same height. Wait, what? Name capture. Makes recognizer. Oh no, we need to do a dumb thing for this, right? Shit. Match. Bad taste joke retracted. Okay. I didn't see it. Oh my god, I like trying to find where the fuck things break. Yes. Yes. I love it. What the fuck? How did we fix this? Oh, that's fair. Ah, how do we do this? There was a way. True. Is it because I don't have like multiple things? No. Bro, we're gonna have like 16 of these. I'm not going to do ifs. And match seems to be a little bit more optimized for some reason. Like I tried comparing dictionaries with match, and in some instances, like in those kind, they are faster. What the fuck does that mean? Name captures makes for making pattern reachable. There was a way. Ah, I think I know. I fucking hate this syntax. Anyway. Okay. Alright. We're making the slowest progress ever. So. We put this. Then we bloop bloop. We get out. Then we come back. Slow progress is progress. True. But I'm getting hungry. And I need to make a lot of food, so. Then the second word. The second word should always be. Always. Well, first of all, those two acts in the same way. So we need to, like, inclusion directive and... I hate when I do Control C. Inclusion directive and pre-processing directive, they work in the same way. It's just that inclusion directive is like... Should I put continue? Should I do something like this? Maybe we'll need to do something at the end. Let's not think about that. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay. Cursor kind. I'm not coming back from this one, okay? I'm not coming back. I guess we could already state that it's an include. Debit terminal for control C people. Man. There's a lot of solutions to my problems. I guess inclusion directive will always yield what we want. I don't know. I don't know. Does it happen that an include will actually not be under inclusion directive? Guess not. So we can already like separate the two and make it faster. Make it faster. Ha ha ha! Okay. Okay, so what we can do here, we can do an if. Like there's two possibilities with inclusions. Number one is we already have detected the include part of things. Let's just go and see. Inclusion directive. Like we have include, right? So to do that detection, we can put true at the second position. So we can do if not stack. If token. Wait. I'm trying to speed this shit up. When we do token kind, does this call some fucking C hellscape? It does. You don't know how close I am to just fucking implement all of this shit. Like, this should all be automatically parsed and got out of the first step. And the fact that we're doing insane C back and forths. Like, it's so dumb. Anyway. Okay. Our new side quest would be to have a C library that extend the libclang library. And all it does is it bridges like 6 functions together, and instead of outputting like a token array and a cursor array, it outputs like a big fucking struct, an array of that struct where you have tokens, well, the pointers for the token, pointer for the cursor, then name of the, well, pointer to the name, and pointer to the extent. So then, instead of having to go to C every fucking day, we could just fucking C-type our ass into it. And we would already have everything instead of making these dumb fucking calls. We'll make it. We'll make it. Okay, so if it's the first thing that we see, we set to true. And then we need to detect, do we use this or do we use the quote things? Or maybe I can just go ham and shove everything into it. I don't know. Don't delete things. What does our include parser look like? Well, the include parser will need to have some kind of idea of where the fuck we are. That's also something to keep in mind. I guess that's the main part of it. All right, let's copy this. Wait, what? Oh, that's not all. We're just getting started. Okay. Why did I make it that complicated? What the fuck's the point? Oh, it's because of relative things. Oh. Okay. I need my full brain for this. I'll write what I think right now. So what we could do, there's probably a function that will just point to the actual position of the include. So let's just write it out. Write it out. Have a 1. Store the text of the include, making sure to map all stages, because I'm not doing that currently. You are not currently doing it, retard. 2. find the war crime of a command that yields the actual include. Extra. You? No. Keep in mind, it will output the destination on disk, meaning you will get a /dev/share mem. Oops, sorry. Also, the tools, there is AIDS. And you will need to detect the position, location of the computers of the running OS. See. Okay, this is a TLDR what I have to do. So I'll just map things in the process, because right now we're not mapping shit. We're going to do the, like, store the actual include. Then we're going, well, no, we're going to store the written include. Then we're going to ask the pointer, ask the cursor for the actual include. And through that actual include, we're going to be able to parse within the kernel where the fuck something is without any mistake. And we're going to need to detect where the C standard library is within the computer that is running whatever the fuck is going on, because that way we're also going to be able to detect if something comes from C standard or if it actually comes from Linux. So, easy. And all of that will probably be faster to just ask CLang for it than have whatever the fuck parser go through it. Cool. Alright, that's all for today. It was a fun 2.5 to be with you. We're gonna see each other tomorrow, right? We're only Thursday. Yep, only Thursday. Yep. So tomorrow we're doing this. I'll maybe do some of this later today if I have the brain. But take care of yourself. And if you're there tomorrow, well, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Love you.